Morning folks, I thought I'd try and do a video and show you everything that I've run into, and if you've just started milling so that you might not run into the same problems. We're not using huge woods, but they're about maybe a foot diameter. Now you need a couple of wedges. But when you get to the end, and you just tuck them in the side to hold that open so that the saw slots out. You need a selection of screws, different lengths depending on the camber of the log. And if you like me, I'll put 2 extra holes in this aftermarket frame. There were 2, and 2 for the pegs. But the wood isn't really wide enough, and the pegs are down so far that you catch them with the chain. You'll have noticed I filed the chain away nearly. So we're just going to attach it and go from there. Oh, and you need a saw and a frame, obviously. I'm using the 380CD. It seems to cope all right with this size of wood, which is about, you can see there's my foot. It's a size 7 in diameter, but that's on a chainsaw boot, which is probably a 9 in a normal. It's a 3/8 chain. As I've shown you in the previous, it's a chisel, and I sharpened it to something like 10 degrees square across. It's an old chain, there's not much left of it. And anything else? Oh, you need a drill, chargeable, that's it, whatever. Okay, I'm just going to attach the frame. I'll put the camera up. I forgot to tell you about the block, people, folks. Just a couple of pieces together, with some pegs at the side. Just to lift your workpiece up off the ground, and then the radius on the log you'll just shave sometimes when you're doing the last one. I'm going to try and find a couple little bit more bigger in diameter just to raise it up to save the legs and the back. So I'll just pop that one in at the end of the video. Right, we're just going to attach the aftermarket frame as he walks into it. Typical old fella. The bars are spaced just right for this length. They're only short boards. There's just some wood I picked up. I reckon I'll get about 10 boards, just over half an inch, no, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to use the top where it's more or less on the flat. I've had to put a nut in to space it. You put as many nuts in as you want. Two up the other end. So I get sent over the centre line of the So we've got about half an inch of screw to go in, so our boards don't want to be right. I'll give these a little tap just to stop it any lateral movement, but there shouldn't be any. That's solid. So this is what I call boarding for beginners like myself. It all looks very daunting when you first, but we want to be coming through. We've got these in here, right, the screws, so we know they're half an inch off. So our blade, our chain, our bar wants to be coming in on the first cut at least half an inch down. But I found out yesterday But when you first start up, going to be awkward with this one because they're right at the edge to loosen them off slightly. You could do with another 6 inches of timber to get the blade in, to get your bar in, then just run them out just 2 or 3 threads so as the bar passes underneath, and then do them back up. So now we've got to fill the saw up. Before I do that, there's my helper.
Morning, folks.
She's going up Piskering, up the top end there. She's nearly got through all that pile. Right, what we got to do? Oh, petrol up. Peter's with a posh lot. I put the carpet down to save my knees. Actually, the floor's soaking wet. It peed down all night. I'm just going to start fill up the 380CD 1970, 77 cc's only, and well, up to now it's managed to cut without bogging down. As long as you don't push it too hard. I mean, if you lean on any saw, it's gonna, unless it's a WoodMonster or the WoodMonster, the 881, or the 090, the 070 is not so bad either. I had a message off a friend who said he got some old Husqvarna chainsaws. I've asked him to let me know what he's got. Same chap I had the 1100 off. You'll be watching this, you'll probably put a comment, say he was robbed. I didn't tell him about the £600 I spent on it afterwards. I was happy. Still going. Right. Oh, my repair on the clutch spring is holding up. Right. Choke. 3 pulls generally. Get the welt stuff up to the welt. That's not right, is it? I need to do it there. Yeah. Next one. Oh. Right. Anybody saw the I think I put a video, did I put a video on? No, I just told the chap I was talking to in the comments about the colour tune device, and it's Gunson's colour tune. For setting your mixture strength by the colour of the combustion chamber. With the glass top on, glass globe, it's see-through. And they're made by a company, I'm sure the company's called Stihl Products, and they're in Solihull, the West Midlands. Stihl from the word, I call them Stillhillians. They were about 17.6 when I bought them. And I had it for years and it seemed to have disappeared. But I saw one on eBay. We put Gunson's colour tune in. You'll see it. He's looking for £79 for it. I reckon there's a market there for somebody, especially for tuning chainsaws, single cylinder. Right. I've got the extra lube. Bottom rail, bottom chains, it goes back in round the sprocket. We'll take it all with it. Just I notice the edges of the bar are getting a bit blue. So, thanks for milling for novices. We're going to go in, start afresh. We're going to go in, just started, we're only getting an inch before we get to the screws, just long enough. Then I'm going to run them out. Run them out till I'm past the... I'm not trying to show you experts how to do it, but I have to just look at the videos and work it all out, and you run into things that you don't know about how places work. I mean, this is about my 4th or 5th try. My first boards were like textured washboards. Now they get quite nice. But having said that, like you see one of my videos, see what shenanigans we have today. Camera up here, and you can see us a little bit of skyline. Let me see the sky view again. Stop the top board closing up on the bar. Makes it difficult to get out. I move down to here, don't get the bar out. We'll go swimming lifting now. Right, tighten the... You don't want to do them there. Of course, if you were to adjust the depth of your cut on your bar, you could miss this stage. But then you end up with boards, you know, 1.5 thick, which isn't very, like to be bar top. And then when you've got a decent top to work on, flat, and here's one with this rail. There's 2 bolts stick out the rail, and they drop down the side of here. It's not wide enough, so you have to compensate for that, the height. And then just try and get the side, so get this rail is flat, then and the screws will go in half an inch. And move it off the end. That's not easy, it's not one of these cords. Quite tight, not guinea pig. Right, go through all those procedures again as we're going to fix the screws and plug the train. Right, I think I might just show you the depth of the bar at this end. See there, so it goes in here, but it touches. Put it back a bit till I get it back. Because this is the first one, those bolts are lying below by the side of the round of the log. Bars drop. Might be a good idea to have some shims of wood, various thicknesses, so that you can put them below this bar to lift it off. One thick board there. Don't really want them that thick unless you're but when we get onto the next one, and these screws in the bottom rail are resting on the top of here, that will reduce the width of the board by the thickness of the nut head. So I'll take you up the other end. Put this firmly on top of the camera with the put it a bit closer and move it back when we get up to it. those screws, hopefully, fingers crossed. Nice. And of course, you need the brush. That's the finish with the chisel chain with my file on it. 7 to 10 degrees. That's a fairly thick board. The first one off. Now the next one, as you see, is a nuts. It's a bigger width, how it should be, and it makes it look steadier. But the screws we originally used are too short. So I've got 3 sizes here. And these ones are they're half an inch longer, which should be ideal hopefully. Try it. A bit long there, the next one. One would definitely be backing off, because if we lifted the board of the rail up, the board's got to be so much thinner. So we just put a half nut on, but we'll work it out. Yeah, I'll put a knot. grow this, I could do with the 2 drip. Right, drink and strip there. More settled and look up. Hard to find out the end. Going well so far. This has got to happen. Usually the air filter gets off. Hopefully you've watched my past videos. That's as good a finish as you want, a shed I think. Oh, the camera. Oh, the 400-pound camera. Oh, it's broke the bloody thing that holds the... I don't know what that was. Come out there. Something popped out. Still on. Still good. Oh! Turn. have it. Right, so there you have it. Milling for novices, beginners and old fellas like me. It's not just a young man's game. I remember watching Jim and Nancy. What was it? Oh, Alaskan Railway. Bloke with the hook, he blew his hand off with his gun. Sadly, I believe they've departed now, but I could be wrong. Let me know if they're still about. He was a character, he was. What stars of him. Right, so we got 1, 2, 3. There's another one under there, isn't it? Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 off that one. Well, that's one side up your outside dunny. I think I covered everything. You've just got to be careful of those points. It's these screws. And of course you have to set up your depth on your saw, which is easy enough. When you've got it in, just the 2 big bolts either side, and the frame just goes up and down, and it cut as thick or as thin as you want. But the thinner you go, the more problem you're going to have with holding it down and not hitting the screw tips. So I think this is a good optimum thickness for a board for a shed. What is it? 12.7, half an inch. And the finish with nearly the flat cut. Is good. Of course, if you want to do tops for bars and whatever, big stuff, you're going to need a bigger saw. But it's not the size of your tool when you're doing small stuff. It's the way you use it, as all those fellas know. Right, so the L380CD 77Cs or anything like it is ample. You'll notice when you push it along and you've got constant pressure, the RPM never varies. The torque in them's really widespread and high. It's the old flow passage control concept. Read my videos in the tech department. So, right, I might load another one up and do a few more after this, but this is it. The definitive guide to milling for novices, apprentices, newcomers and old farts like me. And if I can do it, well, some people can put their mind to anything. Yep. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please. Well, one or the other. Over and out. Yeah, there's definitely one side of a dunny there. Not bad, half an hour. Tank of petrol. She was still half full when I topped up, so we didn't do bad on that front. Don't forget, chocolate brown plug. Mixture correct. If it's white, pre-ignition, very weak, hole in piston. There's Mrs. Digwell up there, you see her. I haven't got a zoom on this. And if it's sooty black, we're too rich, but then you'll know that because it was putting and flarting and sparting and what have you. But you must have a warm saw, and it must have done 5 or 10 minutes perhaps, or 5 minutes, to get warm through. Otherwise your cold start may just give a trace of black on the plug and give you a false reading when you've had the choke on. So just adding to the previous videos, because I just can't think on the spot these days and narrate. Sometimes I put a lot in descriptions if you looked, and it's much easier to read on the technical front. Okay, not trying to teach you to suck eggs, granny to suck eggs, but when you're at the end of your life and you've learnt a few things, it's just good to pass them on to the younger generation, and getting them away from pushing the mouse across the desktop. Right, over and out. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.